Good morning and welcome to day 58 on the Appalachian Trail. So I tried to get a view just a short distance back, but it was overgrown. And it's disappointing because it's supposed to rain today. And yeah, although we had a big clap of thunder just before we left the shelter area. But it's clear, it's not foggy like it's been when we got rain, or even threat of rain over the last week and a half. So I did the little scramble up, 1/10 of a mile off the trail, and really couldn't see anything through the trees. But do have some highlights coming up. Trail in front of me right now. Highlights, gonna be a wayside. I think it's about 5 or 6 miles. Far enough that it'll be open this morning. We started hiking at 6:30, and actually, if a person wanted, they could hit the wayside, although it's about 4/10 of a mile off the trail, which is unfortunate. And then you hit a lodge after that. Person could get several hot meals today while staying on trail and still covering miles. I was just thinking we hadn't seen wildflowers in a while, and then we came along across all of these. Oh, we're approaching a cemetery. I knew it was somewhere nearby. I didn't realize we were walking right next to it. Yeah, passing by the cemetery. And we're on the side trail to the wayside. 4/10 mile there. So it should be about 10 minutes is all. Not terrible. Special treat, even if we've had ice cream, or I've had ice cream the last 2 days at the camp stores. Take advantage of this treat while we can in the park. Because once we get off the park, it'll be back to real life and not so many opportunities to pick up a treat. But unfortunately, the first 2/10 of a mile to the wayside, we're up a steep road. Now we've got 600 feet for the sign here, and we'll be at the wayside. All right, made it to the wayside. Had to skip that first one, it's time to get that shake. Just came across the Trail Magic bag. thru-hikers only, it says. Some meals rather than bars, so, at least what's here now.
It's
Maybe it'll make use of this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You're all here, does it? Jennifer grabbed some almond butter and then some ramen teriyaki noodle. That'll make a dinner for us. Thank you, Trail Magic providers. First view of the day. I think this might be the town of Luray, but not really sure. The Thursday leading into Memorial Day weekend, I believe. It's the 23rd today. Park is very empty, but it's only Thursday morning. I'm up here to get some water and use the bathroom. First one was closed. First water didn't work. Let's see what happens here. We're golden. It's lunchtime. Sitting on the big boulder here in the shade. It's kind of warm out again. I don't know what the forecast was for today, but it started out looking like we might get rain today and had a few sprinkles, but unfortunately it cleared up and is sunny now, which is nice in a way, but it's hot on the climbs. It's good to be in the shade. All right, this is the most exposed big rock scree that we've seen. And I say exposed because sometimes it was covered in moss and trees and shrubs. But this looks more like hiking in Arizona, Flagstaff area or something, where there's passing. What I usually call the big rock slide. We have about a mile to go to the Skyland Resort. Mainly going there for resupply our water, use the bathroom. It's right near the trail, so it's very convenient. But it's be the third business we passed today, selling prepared foods. Tomorrow there'll be one. Stepped out here at the Skyland Resort for something cold.
That's the largest mammal in Virginia. Now we know. Art William.
Left the Skyland Resort area. Heading off towards picnic grounds is next up in about 4 miles. Got to get water there. There's no convenient water at the shelter tonight, which is 2¼ miles beyond that. A little mist going out here now. As so often happens, it rains or mist for a little bit and then stops. I'm gonna probably have to stop and get my raincoat off very soon. Even walking downhill, it's a little warm. We're just about to leave the picnic area after getting water. Huh? Now he's mooning us. Mm-hmm. And so it's checking in with the last view of the day. That body of water right there, we've been circling around for hours. Just got to the top of the pinnacle. Another 0.9 down to the shelter. Ready for it. It's 6:50 right now. Be down shortly. I walked over here because I haven't seen the tent areas here at the Shenandoah shelters, but they're actually marked with a sign. There's 2 right here. A lot of the people of the last 2 nights seem to be in the marked spots, but there were always other places that people were using. Most of these only show about 6 tent sites, and there were a lot more than 6 tents both of the last 2 nights. And berry box. Look at this, it once had a water faucet. I saw the pipe coming down the hill. That's funny. Had place for the fire pit. End of day 58. Like 22.4 miles to the Bird's Nest number 3 shelter. It's good to be in the shanties. See you tomorrow.